All right, let's fire up the time machine, set the dial to the decade of bell-bottoms, shag carpets, and unforgettable cool. We're heading back to the 1970s, an era of raw charisma, rugged good looks, and men who became absolute legends on screen and on stage. In this special, we're celebrating 30 of the most dashing male icons from that glorious decade. We'll see how they stole our hearts back then and find out what they're up to now. So grab your Tab soda, turn up the volume, and let's get this parade of icons started. The 70s gave us gritty dramas, rock anthems, and TV heroes that defined a generation. These men weren't just famous faces, they were the embodiment of an entire era's attitude and style. Let's remember 30 of these titans of cool and celebrate their everlasting legacy. Clint Eastwood, the man with no name, the ultimate symbol of stoic masculinity. Throughout the 70s, whether as Dirty Harry or in his iconic westerns, his steely gaze and no-nonsense attitude made him a cinematic giant. Then, the rugged anti-hero. Now at 94, he is a living legend and one of the most respected directors in Hollywood, still working and proving that true grit never fades, a master of his craft. Robert Redford, the golden boy of the 70s. With his classic, all-American good looks and effortless charm in films like The Way We Were and The Sting, Redford was the man every woman wanted and every man wanted to be. Then, the handsome, charismatic leading man. Now, at 87, he is a celebrated actor, director, and the founder of the Sundance Festival, a true icon of style and substance. Burt Reynolds, the Bandit. With his trademark mustache, infectious laugh, and undeniable swagger, Burt Reynolds was the king of cool. Smokey and the Bandit and his infamous cosmopolitan centerfold made him a global superstar. Then, the ultimate charismatic rogue. We lost this legend in 2018, but his legacy as the charming, fast-driving heartthrob is immortal. Al Pacino, the brooding powerhouse. From Michael Corleone in The Godfather to his intense roles in Serpico and Dog Day Afternoon, Pacino's fierce energy was magnetic. Then, the intense, dramatic genius. Now, at 84, he remains a force of nature in Hollywood, an Oscar-winning actor whose explosive talent is as sharp as ever. Hoo-ah! Paul Newman, Old Blue Eyes. Even into the 70s, Paul Newman's effortless cool was the gold standard. From the towering inferno to his passion for race car driving, he was the definition of a man's man. Then, the impossibly cool legend. We lost him in 2008, but his incredible filmography and his massive philanthropic work with Newman's Own live on. What a start with these heavy hitters! If you're already feeling the nostalgia, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which of these legends was your first movie crush. We've got so many more to go. John Travolta. From Vinnie Barbarino on TV to Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever, Travolta danced his way into our hearts. His disco moves, swagger, and that iconic white suit defined the late 70s. Then, the king of disco. Now, at 70, he is a beloved actor who continues to work in film, his iconic status forever cemented in pop culture. Harrison Ford, the galaxy's favorite scoundrel. With Star Wars in 1977, Harrison Ford's wry smile and reluctant hero charm as Han Solo made him an instant icon. Then, the charming space pirate. Now, at 81, he's still cracking the whip as Indiana Jones and flying high, a testament to his enduring star power. Sylvester Stallone. Yo, Adrian! With Rocky in 1976, Stallone became the ultimate underdog hero. His story of a down-and-out boxer captured the world's imagination and launched a massive career. Then, the Italian Stallion. Now, at 77, he is still an action star, writer, and director, proving he's a true heavyweight. Richard Gere. Before he was an American gigolo or a pretty woman's officer, Gere made his mark in the 70s with a smoldering intensity in films like Looking for Mr. Goodbar. Then, the handsome rising star. Now, at 74, he is a respected actor and dedicated humanitarian, known for his calm presence and silver fox charm. Alain Delon. The French heartthrob with piercing blue eyes, Delon was the epitome of European cool and dangerous charm in films like Le Samurai and Le Cercle Rouge. Then, the impossibly handsome Enigma. Now, at 88, he is a retired but legendary figure of French cinema, his iconic beauty forever preserved on film. The list of dashing men is on fire. If you're loving this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Who is the bigger heartthrob, Redford or Newman? Let us know below. David Bowie, the Starman. Bowie wasn't just a rock star, he was a cultural chameleon. As Ziggy Stardust in The Thin White Duke, his androgenic beauty and artistic genius changed music and fashion forever. Then the ultimate glam rock alien. We lost this visionary in 2016, but his revolutionary music and style are eternal. Robert Plant, the golden god of rock. As the frontman for Led Zeppelin, Plant's powerful vocals, leonine hair, and charismatic stage presence made him the quintessential rock god of the 70s. Then, the voice of a generation. Now, at 75, he continues to tour and create music with his signature soulful style. Mick Jagger, the frontman with the moves. Throughout the 70s, Mick Jagger's swagger, energy, and rebellious attitude with the Rolling Stones were legendary. Then, the ultimate rock and roll bad boy. Now, at 80, he is still strutting on the world's biggest stages, an unstoppable force of nature. Elvis Presley, the king. In the 70s, Elvis was a Las Vegas spectacle. In his iconic jumpsuits, he delivered powerful, sold-out performances, proving his reign was far from over. Then, the larger-than-life showman. His tragic death in 1977 cemented his status as a cultural immortal. Bruce Lee, the Dragon. With films like Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee became a global phenomenon. His incredible physique, lightning-fast martial arts, and profound philosophy made him a unique and powerful icon. Then, the martial arts legend. His untimely death in 1973 left a void, but his influence is immeasurable. This journey is packed with talent and style. If any of these icons graced a poster on your wall, hit that like button and tell us your favorite 70s rock anthem in the comments. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for more. Ryan O'Neal, the heartthrob of a generation. After Love Story in 1970, Ryan O'Neal became one of the biggest stars in the world. His boyish good looks and on-screen charm were irresistible. Then, the romantic leading man. We sadly lost him in 2023, leaving behind a legacy of iconic films. Eric Estrada, Officer Poncherello. As the star of the TV hit Chips, Estrada's bright smile and tight uniform made him a massive television heartthrob and a pop culture icon. Then, the charming highway patrolman. Now, at 75, he continues to act and is an outspoken advocate for internet safety for children. Richard Roundtree, the man who defined cool. Shaft. As the slick private detective, Roundtree's commanding presence, style, and attitude made him the first black action hero. Can you dig it? Then, the baddest man in town. We lost this trailblazing icon in 2023, but his legacy as Shaft is everlasting. Tom Selleck. Though Magnum P.I. launched him into superstardom in 1980, Selleck's rugged good looks and that legendary mustache were already turning heads in the late 70s. Then, the future TV superstar. Now, at 79, he's a beloved TV veteran, his classic charm and mustache still very much intact. Chris Christopherson, the rugged Renaissance man. A talented singer-songwriter and a charismatic actor, Christopherson starred alongside Barbra Streisand in A Star is Born, his gruff charm on full display. Then, the soulful outlaw. Now, at 88, he is retired but remains a celebrated legend of both country music and film. We're nearing the end of this incredible journey. Did you recognize all these stars? The last few names are pure gold. Take a second to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know, what's the 170s movie that defines the decade for you? Jack Nicholson, the rebel with a devilish grin. In the 70s, Nicholson was on an incredible run with films like Chinatown and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. His unpredictable energy made him one of the greatest actors alive. Then, the brilliant wild-card star. Now, at 87, he is retired from acting, but his legendary performances are unforgettable.
Jeff Bridges, the Dude. Bridges was already building an incredible filmography in the 70s, with roles in The Last Picture Show and Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. His laid-back charm was always present. Then, the naturally gifted actor. Now, at 74, he is a beloved Oscar-winning icon who continues to grace our screens. Freddie Mercury, the ultimate showman. As the frontman of Queen, Freddie's incredible vocal range, flamboyant stage presence, and genius songwriting made him a global icon. Then, the majestic Queen of Rock. We lost him in 1991, but his voice and spirit make him a legend for all time. Marvin Gaye, the Prince of Soul. With albums like What's Going On and Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye's smooth vocals and soulful music were the soundtrack to the 70s. Then, the voice of soul and sensuality. His tragic death in 1984 silenced a genius, but his music is immortal. And for our final five, Elton John, the Rocket Man. With his wild costumes, iconic glasses, and a string of #1 hits, Elton John was one of the biggest pop rock stars of the decade. Then, the flamboyant Piano Man. Now, at 77, he is Sir Elton John, a global music icon who recently completed his final tour. Stevie Wonder, a musical genius. The 70s were Stevie Wonder's classic period, where he released masterpiece after masterpiece like Inner Visions and Songs in the Key of Life. Then, the visionary of soul and funk. Now, at 74, he is a living legend and a treasured musical institution. Jackson Browne, the sensitive singer-songwriter. With his introspective lyrics and soulful melodies in songs like Running on Empty, Browne captured the reflective spirit of the 70s. Then, the poet of the Laurel Canyon sound. Now, at 75, he continues to tour and write music, a respected elder statesman of folk rock. James Caan, the tough guy with a tender heart. Caan's explosive performance as Sonny Corleone in The Godfather made him a star. His mix of macho energy and charm was his signature. Then, the hot-headed movie star. We lost the great James Caan in 2022, but his powerful performances endure. Roger Moore. The name's Moore, Roger Moore. Taking over the role of James Bond in 1973, Moore brought a suave, witty, and sophisticated charm to Agent 007 for the entire decade. Then, the debonair super spy. We lost this charming gentleman in 2017, but for a generation, he will always be Bond. And there you have it, 30 of the most dashing, talented, and unforgettable men who defined the 1970s. With their style, their attitude, and their undeniable charisma, they left an indelible mark on culture and in our hearts. Who was your ultimate 70s icon? Did we miss anyone you think should be on this list? Let us know everything in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, share it with your fellow nostalgia lovers, and most importantly, subscribe for more trips back in time. Thanks for watching, and stay groovy.